My name is Stanley Maina. Some people call me Skylax, but Skylax is just the company. I'm an entrepreneur. Let's say I am employed by Skylax Creations in that I manage it. Necessity is the mother of invention. Everybody goes to business because of money. But I realized I had a passion on design, considering that what I studied is not what I'm doing. It's all about following my passion. So after, there's a story I shared back then that I dropped out of campus and I realized I had a passion in printing and nikaamua ku stick to printing. I think God has a way of aligning things in that if you're supposed to follow whatever He wanted you to do, at the end of the day, no matter how much time you're going to take, you're still going to end up to whatever He wanted you to do. So I realized that after being exposed to all sorts of printing, I found my passion in t-shirts, hoodies, design and printing. We do from logo design, poster design, then in production we do hoodies, t-shirts, reflectors, capes, overalls. Actually ni nyingi sana, but those are just the main. So a client can even come with wanting to be, maybe they want a bag. And in such cases I will request them to share a picture so that I see or I feel the fabric. Then I tell them which mode of printing is best to work with for that particular scenario. I'm very observative. I'm very keen in social media. Very keen even as I walk around. Mi ni ule mtu siwezi pita tu, I can't be. Siwezi ignore vitu. I can't even manage to ignore anything. If you pass by and you have a t-shirt and I'm like, oh, that's a cool design, it will stick in my mind. Anything that challenges me is now something to be worked on. WhatsApp is my favorite marketing place. And then followed by Facebook. Actually, social media is my office. Mimi ukininyang'anya simu sina ofisi. So sisemi ati watu waninyang'anya simu. Yeah, lakini social media has done a lot in terms of marketing. Just understanding how the algorithms work. Now TikTok is now one of the best. Then we have, if you want to work with Facebook, if you want to sponsor in Facebook, let me give a secret. Use WhatsApp sponsoring. Don't use the Facebook. Sababu the algorithms saizi ziko more directed into Facebook link ama WhatsApp business more than the Facebook sponsoring. Uta realize your Facebook iko na more feedback than the other one. Anybody who needs branding, we are the guys to come to, and especially last year but one we have been measuring with corporates sana. Not saying that we can't do individual prints, but corporates has been our direction since last year but one. Yeah, but we still do even individual prints, personal branding, private prints even. Yeah, and iko tu sawa. It's just okay. So anytime I'm serving a client, anytime you're serving a client, we put ourselves on the client's end. So I'm no longer the service provider, but the client, as soon as the client approves an order. So anything that does not please me will not please the client. So there are so many things that unapata hata naenda hasara, sababu kama kitu ijatoka poa, I must ensure that inafikia ile standard yenye nataka ndio nipatie client. And of course in design we have to understand before you start designing. I normally tell my designers that before you click that mouse, you need first to click it in your mind, so that whatever the fingers are doing is whatever the mind has already processed, because the fingers have no brains. Yeah, so we ask for the theme colors, we ask for the taglines, we ask for everything. We understand the brand first, ni kama ni yetu, then we execute. Well, like I said, I'm observative. So if at all there is another software that is performing better than the one that I'm using, I will engage designers who are vast with nearly all. So utapata, if it is Photoshop, I have a designer with that works best with Photoshop. I'm good at Corel and Illustrator. And if there is another software, nitatafuta sasa designer ako poa in that software, so that ikuwe ni kama mall, an in-house thing. And well, we have Corel, Illustrator, Photoshop. There are people using Canva nowadays, and InDesign. So all those softwares are geared towards achieving a particular thing. Like Photoshop is best with the graphics and images, Illustrator is best with vectors, Corel the same. If you want to do t-shirts, Illustrator and Corel. Kama ni poster design, Photoshop is best. Yeah. There's a time we worked on a project, I think there were polos and hoodies, and we decided to come up with our own design just to perfect whatever these guys had. So unapata like nilikuwa back print. So tukawambia, I think I can make it better than the way it looks like. They were pleased. They were so pleased with how we came up with the design. So it was embroidery. So we were working on it overnight. And I left my guys with instructions that this is the stitching, this is the design. So mind you, they already had the previous design and now the one that we had. But since most of the time huwa wanafanya na haraka, and they didn't send me a photo of the first polo they did. So mimi nilipokuja asubuhi napata, wait a minute, mumefanya the last design. So I took the items to the client, and the client said that this is not what we want. Then I told them, well, next time we shall see how we can compensate, sababu this is just your previous design, hakuna kitu yenye tumechange. Then the client was like, no, the boss actually hataki. Then he was like, wait, I didn't even charge you for this design. This is my own concept. I'm just giving you what we had initially, na mmekata kabisa. Yeah, so wakaleta shida, but of course mimi ni ule mtu, we have to find a solution. So I refunded the money and I still give them the polos. And nikawambia ni sawa. Mind you, the coming year they gave me a job. Nililipisha hata yenye nilienda sara. Lakini sisemi ni mimi. I think Mungu tu ndiye alitusaidia, sababu logically hatuko tumekosea. It's only that tulisahau kufanya the new design. But well, the client is always right at times. Na tuna make sure amekuwa satisfied. I do a lot of research. In terms of the best. Actually, ukiangalia tagline yetu inakuanga best prints only. So mimi nikipata unafanya something better than I'm doing, utapata tu nimeanza kufanya hiyo business my business. In terms of printing technology, we had screen printing kitambo. Well, ikaingia kwa market ikaribiwa na watu sana. Then came vinyl, then came print and cut, then came DTF, no cut. We still have direct to garment print, but hiyo ni expensive sana, and sana haifanyi Kenya because of the expensive machinery. But well, if there is any ink enye haiko up to standards, I'm aware. And at times a client will prefer giving us a job not because we have the equipment with us, but because we know how best to get it. Maybe I know somebody with a machine that is better than zingine zote, and I know how to analyze a print. Naweza kuambia print imepigwa vizuri ama si vizuri. Yeah, so I'm very observative when it comes to the output that goes to the client. Our first major, our main source of clients is referrals. And by referrals, it only means you're doing a good job. You can't get referrals if you're not doing a good job. So our stronghold is on referrals, and we just have to ensure that all our clients bring clients. So if I serve you today, I'm no longer concerned with you. I'm concerned with whoever will see whatever I did for you. Yeah. The other, hizi zingine akina WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, hizo ni add-ons. Lakini our main source of clients is on referrals. One thing, I really hate disappointing a client. Mimi, I really hate disappointing a client, and at times I don't even take orders sababu sitaki kukudisappoint. There are clients who will come at 4. We normally close by 6 if we don't have so much orders. And client anakuja anakwambia niaje, I need this hoodie done in the next 1 hour. In fact, wanatumianga ile phrase ya zinatoka nje ya nchi. Wengi, then zingine hata unapata zimekaa wiki mzima, niko like kwani ndege ilikuwa inatoka nini? Yeah, so their clients will just come with those haraka, but me too ni straightforward. Kaa sifanyi. Na si ati sitaki kukudisappoint. You said 1 hour, I told you it can't. You insist, I say it's okay, you come, I disappoint you, unaanza kusema Skylax ni wabaya, but I told you. Unaona? So we normally look at priorities sana. For example, if you come with a t-shirt and let's say unataka uandikiwe happy birthday, nitakuuliza hiyo birthday ni ya lini? Utaniambia hii birthday ni ya next week. Then client mwingine akuje na t-shirt za mazishi, nimuulize hizi t-shirt za mazishi ni za lini? Aniambie ni za kesho. I will prioritize mazishi. Then ukuje upate tukifanya za mazishi uulize kwa nini tumeanza na za ingine na nimekuja mbele yao. Mimi nitakwambia tu birthday ni next week. We shall ensure by next week you have your t-shirts. Ama hata kesho kutwa. Lakini we work with priorities sana. Well, the market is growing. Of course, if you see a problem, it means there should be a solution towards it. So there are still loopholes in terms of the technologies that we are using. You will find that kuna so many gaps in terms of each printing method. Kuna tu level haija achieve, because I do a lot of research in as far as whatever guys out there are doing in terms of the machinery that they have, and it tells me that we still have a long way to go in as far as achieving the up to standards print is required. So there is a long way to go. Ni kama tu civil engineering, nyumba zinajengwa kila siku. Pia printing watu wanavaa nguo kila siku. Na kwa hiyo kuvaa nguo watu wanataka perfection. So we still have a long way to go. Well, I can say sometimes it's challenging, because at times I just have to do the groundwork myself. If at all I'm seeing somebody is not doing it up to standards, I will do it myself. And at times I prefer doing some jobs alone for the sake of not blaming someone. Sitaki nikupatie kazi uanze kusema ati unajua sikuwa najua vile inafaa. I'd rather do it alone. Kama najua you're not good at it, I'll do it alone. And that's the point whereby unapata kubalance inakuwa challenging. You have to reply on some emails. You have to do some jobs. You have to do them yourself, hata kama watu wako job. So at times it's challenging, but we move regardless. Now the problem with guys is watu hukimbilia sana. Somebody will just come to Skylax and go like, printing inakupeleka poa. Nataka hata mimi nifungue yangu. So I'll just give them the advice. Sometimes there are people who have even come, they wanted machines, I help them kupata machines. The only thing that I can't help is on design. I'll help on production. I can teach you production, but I can't teach you design. For design, you'll have to go to school, because it entails a lot. But for production, I can teach you. We can teach you. And most guys just want to rush for things. But I will advise you guys that first do your thorough research on the industry, then have clients, then anza kama broker. Anza kufanya broker. Unajua kuna makanga expert kuliko madriver wengi, sababu makanga ushinda na driver kwa gari. Anza kama huyo makanga, utakuja kuwa driver soon, hata kama una hiyo driving license. So start on your research, broke, understand the industry, then engage. After let's say you have done it for some, let's say a few months, utajua sasa what you really need, ama which field you want to venture in, because ni broad. Kuna signages, kuna embroidery, kuna hoodies, kuna t-shirts, kuna graphic design, kuna logo designs, yeah, ni nyingi, kuna digital, yeah, ni nyingi sana. There are guys who have come to me asking now guys that I taught, now they've already started working, then wananitext wananiambia niaje Stano, so yenyewe unataka nilipishe aje? If there is a question that I don't answer, it's that, because nako spoon feed, sikusaidi nikikwambia lipisha hivi. Mimi niko na watu 6 na rooms 2 za kulipa, na bills zangu ni nyingi. So if you start looking at how I price my things, you might get lost. Look at what you have. Kama unakaa rent ya 5,000, fanya hesabu, profit margin ya hii kitu ni hii. Fanya research yako uangalie watu wengine wanalipisha how much, then decide on the price. But sasa ukianza kulipisha vile Stanley analipisha, well, you might just end up losing it. Financial management sana, I will advise for those brands that have already done it, in terms of meeting the law, the necessary steps towards, especially for let's say corporates. For like ours, it's a limited company. Saa zingine handling accounts is difficult, but engage an accountant wa kukufanyia finances, that kata KRA wakikuja wanapata uko tu sawa. Kama ni licenses, you pay them on time. Kama ni bills, you pay them on time. And at times it might be hectic for you, but just ensure you have somebody who does, or a company that does accounts for you. That might be much more helpful than wewe kufanya kila kitu peke yako. The power of delegation. Mimi kunywa chai sana kama my therapy, and I like having time alone. At times you'll just find me alone, just thinking and meditating. Plus, I plan a lot. Before I execute, I will plan. And I'll sit down, write down the things that I need, then plan myself. Then each and every day that I come, I list down all the jobs that are supposed to be done. Then I go ticking. Zenye tunafanya, zenye tutafanya leo. That's the only way we can execute. Upcoming entrepreneurs, you just have to focus on the prize. Don't shift your focus. Hata kuende aje. If you keep throwing stones to any dog that barks, you might never reach your destination. So just keep going. Na kuna mtu, kama sasa kuna mtu aliniambia juzi ati, unajua hiyo ni hasara nimemake, then I'm like, are you an entrepreneur? In entrepreneurship there is profit and loss. So before you engage in entrepreneurship, just understand that you're going to face the profits, you're going to get the profits, and you're going also to get the losses. And just be ready for them all.